Can you believe this? A single swing of this knife means $100 billion evaporated instantly. This shape-shifting kitchen knife is Grandma Cito's exclusive god-tier weapon. But that's not even the craziest part. The old man standing next to her? He's wielding the legendary Wolfang Fist. It looks like a normal punch, but it can literally freeze the entire Earth into an ice sculpture in a second. If these two powerhouses unleashed their ultimates at the same time, forget the Earth, the entire universe would be ripped to shreds. You'd think this would be an easy win, but their opponent, Chua, didn't even flinch. Facing this destructive combo, Chua didn't run. Instead, like she was using cheat codes, she instantly devoured all the gourmet cells in her body, and evolved into her ultimate form right on the spot. With just a casual wave of her hand, she sliced through their combined god-tier attack like it was butter. Grandma Cito was stunned. She never dreamed that this monster's cell fusion rate had reached a perfect 100%. In this world, the only way to achieve that is by eating Acacia's full course menu. And in the history of the world, the only person to ever do that was the legendary Flora. Everyone was confused. Could this villain actually be Flora back from the dead? While Jiro was still in shock, Grandma Cito suddenly screamed, "Impossible. She is definitely not Flora." Why was she so sure? Because when Flora merged with the cells, she became as beautiful as a goddess. But this thing in front of them? She looks like a straight-up demon from hell. And the cruel reality is, when Flora passed away, Grandma Cito and Jiro buried her with their own hands. How could a dead person crawl out of the grave as a demon? Watching these two old-timers bicker, Chua completely lost her patience. If you want to catch up with her so badly, go join her in the afterlife. Chua launched a fatal strike. The two of them scrambled to dodge. But in a high-stakes deathmatch like this, Grandma Cito's age showed. Her focus slipped for just a split second, and a deadly blade of light flew right past her face. When the smoke cleared, Grandma Cito had barely survived, but disaster struck. She threw out her back at the worst possible moment. On the battlefield, that's a death sentence. A boss-level enemy like Chua wasn't going to let that slide. The second attack came instantly, just as Grandma was about to meet her end. At the very last second, that man made his move. Without hesitation, Jiro threw his own body right in the face of death.